Everybody, welcome to Jen and Tony show. I'm Tony. This Jen. Today we got relationship boundaries. We just took a whole bunch of the subjects from all the viewers and wrapped them up into one. So the first one we have is what are the duties of a work wife. The second one is relationship boundaries. The third one is uh, this one here. Let's see. Let's do this one. Spouses taking a girl trip or a guy trip. I put it like that. And number four is military families, the difficulties in military family. And the fifth one is the way you look at a person. We think you know
change is to change the way you think about a person.
Right.
That's what you have.
Yeah, I like that one because that one right there. We all need to look at people. In my opinion. And look at them different, instead of look at them at their first glance of them.
Right, don't
like I don't like her, y'all. I don't see. I gotta work on that. I don't like her. I don't like her.
Judging me now, I feel it.
Yeah, and so I like that one. And which one you like on that
one? Relationship boundaries.
So what you think relationship boundaries when you first hear it? What you think about that one? What's your idea of that when they say relationship boundaries? Because I don't really have no boundaries.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like yesterday when you was working on the car and I was kind of standing in the door telling you something about an ex did, and I thought that was like totally overstepping the boundaries.
No, it wasn't. I don't have boundaries. Like
you don't think that was inappropriate though? When I was
telling you about that, if it's inappropriate, it would bother me. And even like this stuff you do, it's not that it's a boundary. It may be not. It may be not the right time, but I don't consider.
I thought it was personal. Like you shouldn't tell your bedroom secrets to other people.
No. That's and that's probably going to be one of her problems because I won't say nothing about a relationship based on knowing her as an individual. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't mind talking about it. I'm probably about the most open person in the world. Yeah. It's how the individual was displaying our personal life. And that, this is my ex, y'all, not Tony. The person was exposing some stuff that was too personal.
Yeah. But like me and you should be able to talk about all that, even if it's uncomfortable.
Right, together with other people. He was doing it like a bragging type thing. Yeah, but I didn't like that.
I'm staying on like when you said you was standing in front of the car. You wasn't in my boundaries. I'm standing on that.
I'm talking about the person, not you.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like in boundaries, like I don't have boundaries like that.
I mean, if it was a boundary for me, I probably wouldn't have said nothing at all. But like I was just speaking on that person. Like some things you should keep in your relationship.
Yeah, like phones and all that. Like we already talked about that on the other show, and I don't have that. I don't have boundaries like that. You welcome to my phone, tablet, laptop, whatever. I don't have boundaries. Money. Hey Tony, I need to go get this. Hey Jump, we can do that right now. I don't have boundaries. I feel like if I'm gonna be one with her, I don't have those boundaries. Like even in music, whatever it is, it's like your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Like that, I don't have boundaries. We don't have to do that. Like but if in your opinion, what you think boundaries is? Because you might have some.
So I get to tell people about that time you robbed that bank. That's not a boundary.
Have no boundaries, y'all. See. To look at a person and change, but yeah. So yeah, that was number 2. What about number 3?
Okay, spouse taking a girl's trip
or guy trip.
Well, that was a personal thing from somebody, a subject they wanted us to do. I don't have that issue personally.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't worry about Tony when he walk out the door. That's crazy. I worry about when you coming home.
Well, I worry about
like I'm bored like that.
Yeah. But on the trip, only just staying on the subject on the trip. I don't have because you and Monique went out all the time,
right?
So that was way early in time, and so we really don't have those, Well, I don't have them. I'm gonna speak for me, not nobody I think, but we don't have them. I don't have them. So you have to state that.
I mean, it would only be a problem if I thought you was gonna like maybe go out there, get drunk, have a wreck, or maybe if you was the type that might cheat on me. Those things might cause a problem when you go out. But we personally don't have those issues.
Yeah, we don't really have no boundary problem. So, but that one, I don't know. Y'all can comment on that one. Y'all could even call in on that one. I'll give you the number. Well, Jennifer.
Steve will say he don't have boundaries because he don't have a woman.
Hey, that's the perfect way to eliminate it. But yeah, on boundaries, yeah, we don't really have no boundaries. We pretty much share everything. So we trying to work on all of those things. If that would affect us, we try to work on all those little things, you know. And that's just the way we do stuff, you know.
Well, maybe that was a boundary before, because I really don't talk about my exes. I don't really make that a thing. It was kind of something that popped out the other day, so that was actually kind of a breakthrough for me in the relationship.
Yeah, I probably would be. That's kind of like Leroy McCarter and Precious when they took the girls trip. You know, he was sitting back, looked like he was looking like, wow, y'all.
I think he missed it.
That's probably
he
would
was
be
always watching.
Yeah, that probably would be the main thing. You know, for probably most people, I would think would be the 5-6 days. You know, but I'm just speaking on what I believe.
It was probably on when she got home.
Yeah, so that's the boundaries.
They don't have little kids.
Yeah, the boundaries. It's really. I can't think of no boundaries. Like, I'm trying to think as we speaking, y'all, and what boundaries. You welcome to that sofa. You welcome to my gaming table if I had one. My gaming seat. My massage chair.
You take my side of the bed all the time.
Yeah, she take mine. So
I stay in place. When you come over there want to get on my side, I say nothing.
Yep, me neither.
I just move because you're going to bully me anyway.
So, yeah, that's boundaries. And so number one was, what are the duties of a wife? I'll let you answer that one. And and we speaking, y'all, this is the disclaimer. We're not telling people what, and we want to be clear on that. We're not telling people what they should do. We just telling you what works basically for us and how we see it. I wanted to be real clear that we're not trying to, guide anybody to do things the way we do it. We just find what worked for us. And when we do the Jen and Tony show, that's what we do. We find things that work. You're welcome to follow anything that we do that may help you, but we all are different, and I know we all have to work to make everything right between, each other. Mm-hmm. So back to that one is, what are the duties of a wife? I'll let you answer that one in her opinion.
In our relationship, it's just basically taking care of the kids. When you not here, because we pretty much both handle it when you are here. Making sure food is on the table, making sure you taken care of. If I have the money, making sure you have socks and underwear. That's one of your biggest things.
With the food, do you feel that bother you? Like if you have to cook for a man. So a lot of people, I believe.
Only if I don't have what I need.
No, not like that.
Only like that. In that respect, I will be aggravated, and it might come off as she don't feel like cooking for me. But really, in my mind, I'm just saying it might. I don't know. I never asked you.
Well, I'm telling you, it don't.
But my thing is, I get aggravated in the kitchen if I don't have what I need. Like, say I'm making a certain dish, and maybe we don't have the garlic bread I want. I'm mad because it's garlic bread missing. So I'll get aggravated in the kitchen, but that's one of my duties. And cleaning up the house, of course, because we country, we have to take care of the yard. Certain things I do in the yard that you probably don't mess with too much because you have a whole yard to cut. Mm-hmm. So I basically do all the little things around.
Yeah, but how do it bother you?
Like, it don't.
I'm thinking to myself, we got 100% audience. Do you think it's 50%? In your opinion, you have a right, and I don't want you to apologize for your opinion. I don't want to get up here and let you apologize for your opinion. Your opinion, what would make you say, yes, this is my duty? Because you had the kids? Because you choose to go 50%, 50-50 on having the kid? What in your head as a woman make you say that that's your duties?
I feel like it's my duties because it comes natural. I don't think it's nothing that in any relationship, I don't think anybody can sit down and say, okay, I'm doing this, you doing this. Right. It's just natural. It's like whatever the two of you are when you come together, it's natural to know where to go. It's like if I couldn't cook, you would be the chef, right. Which means it would be something that shift that I would have to do and replace it at since you cook.
Yeah.
And right now, Tony does all the washing because we staying with his stepson, so he kind of go in there and he handles the jobs in there. But if we were in our home like it was, I was doing all the washing. Or when he come home from being gone maybe 2-3 days, he tries to lift the load off of me, which caused conflict because I'm like, I was doing it anyway.
Right.
But he come home, he try to help with the laundry, and that kind of throw off my schedule. But that's how it works for us, is to try to help each other.
I guess, you know, like for the guys, you know, I would say, like, for speaking for all the guys, like, yeah, you know, when we did, you know, of course we kind of covered a lot of stuff, you know, stay out the way. If you want something functioning in the kitchen, kind of stay out the way, because you might, you know, dysfunction that particular thing that you're doing, you know. And I try to do that much as possible. Not like going to get a water.
Right, like I was making fried fish today, and he came in there and made French fries. So he didn't know I was doing the garlic rice on the side. So I just let him eat his fries and his fish, and he was like, well, my rice. I'm like, that don't go with the French fries.
Yeah.
So that, you know, it kind of threw me out, but I did have extra. So I was on it.
So that's pretty much, you know, what are the duties of well, actually, we kind of offered it. We messed up because it was really what are the duties of a work wife.
Oh, what you mean? Work
like she probably working.
Oh,
so let's cover both bases. Yeah, let's cover both bases.
When I was working, Tony had his music shop, so I did things like I don't know, depending on what you needed, like maybe bring him lunch or gas, take him somewhere, something like that. You know, those were things that I was doing because we wasn't living together yet. So, and then it was the other time when I was working with Grandma Maddie. So,
right, I forgot about that one.
Tony did all the cooking while I was at work, and when I got home, I had dinner and Naya was asleep. Everything was done. Basically, all we had to do was go in the studio and make music back then.
Yeah, we compromised on a lot of stuff, you know. We still work
and he picked me up from work too.
Yeah. So we compromised on a lot of things together, you know. And that'll take us down to, you know, looking at a person, how you not even the first appearance, but the change. The way you think about a person, you know.
That was kind of hard though, because that was my first car on the first job before Grandma Maddie, and then it switched, and Tony was picking me up from work, and it was weird because I was used to going to my car and, you know, blasting my music, go home. Now I gotta wait for you to get there, which most of the times he was on time. He had to be doing something to be late, and even then he was like maybe 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think and I'm not gonna go too far off the subject, but yeah, sharing, that's still the same way. That person, you don't never know what, cause like even when we travel a lot of time, it's a lot of accidents, you know, be on the freeway or traffic, right. Whatever. So, you know, get those individuals, you know, a little time to get there. But, you know, I don't, did you have a problem? You really didn't have no problem with it, because it's like if you gone somewhere, I really don't have a problem. It's like, you know, unless I really need a tool or something like that, but then that's on me. That's right. My impatience, not her impatience, you know. So if I come to her, it's like, where you been? It ain't really me saying where you been like you've been messing up time. It's basically I wanted to probably rush and finish up at a certain time like this. So, you know, a lot of times it might come off like I was being, you know, impatient, but it's really not. Right. But that's the whole the summary for me and her is like we just try to fix things, you know, even when they have to be things said, like, you know, like we was talking about on the other show, if it's, hey, you got your socks there, pick them up. If that bother you, you know, just nicely saying it. That's kind of what this one is. Look at the person in a different right. light, you know, just look at the person in a different light, and make sure that person's aware that they doing it. You know, if Jennifer leave her socks, she might not even know it. She might not be aware. And then I turn around and get mad at her instead of just saying, "Hey, Jennifer, can you pick your socks?" You say, "Okay, I didn't even know I was doing that like that."
Right, I will do that. Like now, I don't do it too much because we at Kendrick house, and it's a lot of things we move around because it's Kendrick's house. But if we was at home, and when I get outside in the yard, I'm gonna neglect some stuff off the top. So I had to come back and be like, "Oh, I went outside and time got away. I forgot."
Yeah, me, I really won't get mad at stuff like that. It's just basically like, if it's coming to the end of the day, and that's me personally, like, I'm gonna see this there. That's not gonna bother me. It's just like in the morning, not double up the work, even if you're doing the work,
Right. I don't have a cutoff point in the summertime. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Tony's like, "Jennifer, it's 6:30. You still outside. I haven't came in the house yet."
And I'm not too time picky like that. Just basically when I'm ready to eat, not really like, "Hey, I'm ready to eat." It's basically when that stomach just gets talking to you.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. My stomach cuts off when I'm outside in the air. I don't have an appetite, and he like, "Jennifer, lunch was like 3 hours ago. My appetite is gone."
Yeah, but I it don't bother me. Like I say, if it's closed here, there, it's just like in the end of the day, I be ready to, kind of like watch a movie with you, make sure all the dishes clean. That's my main thing. So if I'm coming off hard to her, if she even thinks that, I'm just, thinking, it's because I want that downtime. Like 9 o'clock, I kind of like been and took a bath, laid down.
Right, and I'm still up moving around.
Yeah, I do be looking. Moving. I be like,
"Jennifer, what are you doing?"
Calling around the house, "Jennifer, what you doing?" Not even, she could be even in the bathroom. It's just the idea. I be wanting to say, "Hey man, it's 9 o'clock. Let's lay down for a minute." Because we stay active all day long. We got a question from Marlon Chambers.
Well, he just making a statement. He said, "Well, I work the better hours, so I do most of the cooking, and I cook way better than my wife, so she don't mind letting me cook, along with my obsessive cleaning disorder."
Yeah, well, I mean,
wow, that sounds like
that's me. That's me. But like I say, I don't treat her different in that way. I'll state it. I believe in a relationship. If you just come to the person, it's my opinion, y'all. "Hey, Jennifer, could you make sure that lunch is at 2:30, like that?" And I don't expect it to be done every day, even if she forget. I'm not that type of person. She might take it that way. I don't know. I would have to ask her. But
so if it's equal, how come you still haven't made that spinach lasagna yet?
I don't cook. I stayed out the kitchen. But yeah, so yeah, Marlon, I got those things too. It's obsessive, like things around, but not to the point where I'm gonna bother you or the kids. Hey, y'all, take that hoverboard, put it over there. Take that skateboard, put it over, like that. It's just everything does have a place. And when it's out of place, like I tripped over the skateboard, things like that.
Like
so
that irritates me when they leave toys in the room.
Right, that bothers me, y'all. That's the only thing. I'm not obsessive like that, where it's irritable. But I do believe if we working on a blueprint, like, "Hey, Jennifer, you seen my brush?" I shouldn't have to ask you that if that brush is placed where it always placed.
And that's one of our problems was our house was almost complete, so we still had like blenders in the boxes and stuff like that. So we just didn't put everything up because we were trying to finish painting so paint wouldn't get over everything. Mm-hmm. And those types of things I'm bad at. When things are out of place, I can't put anything in place. It's like, I can't really see. But when we like at other people's houses, it's easy to like, that go there, that go there. Right.
And
so
people,
when we get in the RV, because it's more done, I'm gonna be a little more obsessive. Kids might not like me though.
Yeah, like it's places like when we go to Mama and stay, Mama has certain things,
right?
So I don't think it's obsessive, Marlon, because we know people that's not really they kind of like that, but they not like that.
Right.
People just got places where things go. I mean, when you design, I know better than that. When you design the kitchen, hey, where you gonna put this? Where you gonna put that? And then I do things according to that. We work out how the island gonna sit and stuff like that. So, I think you're good, Marlon. I think that's something that need to be taught to kids. If you have kids, I think if your wife, if your wife don't know, y'all could work together.
Because I feel like I miss teaching the kids on paying attention to detail, you know, because of how we constantly building and moving around, you know, because I don't like when they don't have a habit. Mm-hmm. Like it make me mad when they huff and puff about washing dishes. That's normal, but you never wash the dishes. So if I ask you to wash a dish once a week, I shouldn't hear no attitude.
Yeah, but if I look back and I said, well, 2-3 months, I think even G was asking. So I think that's something that's stuck there. So but they may not do it.
He at that age
he can't really probably
reach it. At the age where she realizes work.
Right. But I think they have it. I don't want to give up on them yet. I think they have it. But hey, there's always a trick to that. Pull out them dollars, them dishes get washed. Because I wasn't a dishwasher.
Right. I think Antonio probably made about $30-$40 by now on dishes. She happily do dishes.
Yeah. Now. So that is a little thing for me. I will say this: like if you pull out them dollars, it will get things done, and at the same time they can learn how to budget. So you get two. You get 2 for 1. They wash dishes, you pay them, and then they also get to learn how to budget.
Nadia pretty good at that.
Yeah,
Nadia don't spend her money reckless.
Yeah, because we was talking about how most people that go into the say NFL, they don't budget. Right. That man don't realize that 10 million gotta last for however long. Maybe it's 10-year contract, 5-year contract. That man just spending, and don't have nothing else coming in. Right. So that's a good little weapon right there. Is pull out the dollars and get some stuff done around the house with the kids and keep them from being lazy. Learn morals, or at the same time, when they get into their relationship. Right, because
since the house burned down, our kids been on a serious vacation.
Yeah.
Of doing nothing.
Right. So, and we're going to touch up on this one a little bit. This one from David Jr. This one was the military life, which, let me see, we really don't have too much experience from that, only from Lil Ronald and Renard.
Right. Uncle Ronald?
And
Uncle Ronald?
No, I mean being gone.
Oh, he told us stories though. I'm going.
Yeah. We have knowledge, y'all. We do have knowledge, but we don't have the experience that come along with the dealing with the hard and the easy part of the military. Now, just me preferably, whatever reason they serve, I don't know, so I can't speak on that. But maybe not no kids. They might want to go serve because it wasn't no kids. That's right. So, but me, I just have to deal with that in a different way because
Marlon says, I'm medically retired from the military. Mm.
Right. So this one was. Let me read the whole thing. It was because I kind of jumbled it down. It was military family. That was the subject. Hard. Talk about the hard and the easy. Living overseas, away from family. Years of deployment. Will it make it or not?
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, that's going to be basically based on the woman. Well, now you have mostly
right now. Mine is kind of maybe a little immature because I was a kid when my uncle was in the military, and he was probably the closest relative that I had. He was like a daddy to me, like my second daddy. Mm-hmm. So every time he left, he was gone for like years at a time. Mm-hmm. And when he did come home, he had his own family, so it was hard. He stayed way in Germany. Right. So I seen him very few times, but he always treated me like his own daughter. And when he died here in Houston, and that probably, I think a piece of me died that day.
Yeah, I do remember Big Ronald gone. Mm-hmm. So it was like, this person exists. So... but you don't see that person.
And you hate the memories that you
Yeah. And Uncle Junior, because I always wanted to have a relationship with Uncle Junior based on that military life. But he was always gone. So what would happen, Grandma would get a call around November. Okay, she would say, I think your Uncle Junior coming. And then all of a sudden she get another call coming close to Christmas. He not coming. Mm-hmm. And that hurted me. Because I kind of wanted to see it. And learning my 2 cousins, right. And didn't get to see them a lot. It's like a lot missed out. So for me, I can't say it was good. I don't see no good in it.
It's painful. Because I was telling Tony when they asked us to do that subject that even even him bringing that up, my heart was hurting because I miss my Uncle Tibber every day.
Right. The Marlon got a question.
Right. He was saying it's hard for the relationships to make it because of the predators all around. When you go overseas, the people that don't go overseas is watching your wife all the whole time. So it's hard when there's always predators around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so for me, let me go back. Yeah, it's I have no good out of it. I do, because you gotta look at it double fault. You got good because when they do pop up, you get to clean up that hurt, and then when they gone, the hurt start to come back. So like you got a double jeopardy
right now.
Yeah, you got a double jeopardy on military life. Shoot your phone number on there. Do you know about it?
Yeah.
And Lil Ronald probably would. If Lil Ronald on there, if Lil Ronald come on there, he probably would. We could try to get him on there for y'all. He probably would know more, about that, and especially his wife. Shannon, you don't mind, you can come on, and talk about it too. We'd love to hear it.
I forgot about it right now because
that's okay. That's all right. But the military one, I see more hard than easy. Because the easy's only gonna last just for a little while, and then you have to be deployed back at any given time. So,
but I see his concern though with him saying, he worried about with them watching, and it is hard. It's bad enough you got people looking at like me going to the grocery store or a clothing store alone. Period. They look at you. So to know that you in the military and you gone for a certain length of time, that's scary.
Well, not to get so deep in the predator, but what I see as a predator, meaning, hey, how you doing? Do you have a husband? Do you have a boyfriend?
More like a test.
Well, no. It's basically saying yes, I do. Okay. But that person persists. That's what I see predatory type of activity.
Because there's some out there like that.
Yeah, and I don't want to get too deep into that, because I probably would be the one coming up to a woman if I was single and be like, hey, but once she states that she's in some form of union, I'm out the way. It's like, hey, well, you look very nice, and bye, I'm gone, like that. But one that doesn't, and this is basically on definition, not me telling what it is. Basically, that won't stop. That's a hunt, like that.
Right. It's kind of like when you say you break up. Say I broke up with my boyfriend or something, and then he has this neighbor that stayed across the street or whatever who knew of me, and here he just every time I'm in the grocery store, there he is. I know y'all not together no more. So what's up? Like that. That would be considered a predator, like, because he's watching. Right.
Marlon Chambers got the question.
And he said, I could tell you tons of stories. I spent 4 years overseas as a mailman. So when everybody went to the field, I'm watching everybody. So I was shocked to see what was going on.
Right.
What you mean, like the breakup letters? Because I had a military family member. He used to say those letters was heartbreaking for a lot of the soldiers.
Yeah, like I said, I see more bad in it. And like I said, David Jr. shot this question out there, so I don't see the easy. It's no easy. Even
but you lucky if she's still there though.
Yeah.
You be gone and she honestly was down and waited for you.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. You have to have high tolerance. Like, I've been gone for 3 years. It's like being
in jail.
Yeah, let's say
like
1 year.
Went to jail.
Let's say 1 year. You gonna by nature. Well, what was she doing? Not bad, but what was she doing? Not bad. Just basically. You're going to beat yourself up. I can see this. You're going to beat yourself up, worrying. And you home. And you're going to beat yourself up. And so, to me, it puts the hard on that other person, too. Even if that person is faithful, I was at my mama's house.
Doubt could easily creep in the relationship.
It can kill.
Really.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's probably the letter thing that he's talking about.
She changed the way she dressed over a certain amount of months. It's like, what's been going on?
Yeah, everything. The
You got a new perfume?
Right.
Where you get that teddy bear from?
Yeah, I don't want to go too. I don't want to go too far into that because that's
nice. You bought some new underwear. That's nice.
Yeah, a whole bunch. So
it's for me though, right? You wearing them for me.
So we'll go back to number 3, and I want to linger on that one a little bit. Which we really can't say anything because a person does have
he
time.
Say, no, it's not the letters. I used to think the men were the bad people, but when I went there, I see that women run circles around men, so it wasn't men, it was the women.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you know, and I'm sorry, Marlon, but
women love a man.
Right. But what you mean? What you saying?
I'm just saying if he's saying it's the other way around.
The women run circles.
Right. That's what he said.
That sounds bad.
I mean, well, you know, temptation go on.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like when you if I step out the door in good faith, bad faith, whatever. That circumstance gonna come up after 3.
I mean, I'm not a uniform person, but when a military man come through in his military suit as a female, that is attractive. Right, I mean, it's the first thing your head is gonna turn by nature. You know,
I thought the subject. Yeah, I thought the subject was the other way. But let me say my subject. My subject would be that woman weight.
What you mean?
Like the weight. Say we got an active war. It's 3 years. I think I'd have to break up with you. Not like you in a bad way. Just.
We had this conversation about prison though. He was saying if he went to jail or something, he would just let me go. I'm like,
it's letting her go. Letting her go would be a way.
He said the women were doing the most cheating.
Right. That's what I thought. Now he cleared it. I was waiting on him to say that.
When they away from their man, they I don't know, they around all that testosterone. They get a little weak.
That was let me slow in. That he said that's what I was thinking. But I wanted to hear it from him.
But I mean I don't know the way in the relationship that I'm in right now, because I can't say that about anything previous, but now you are what turns me on. It's you. Yeah. I don't care if you would have to be dead for me to move on. But even then, it would be hard because I would always compare other people to you.
He left another statement, Marlon Chambers.
Oh, he say these were all married women, right, married to soldiers. So it was nothing about the uniform. Their man had a uniform on. Right.
That's where I was going with it. I was just waiting on Marlon. So
I'm trying to make excuses for the women, but Marlon tearing me up. I got no more.
Yeah. I mean, you know, his experience. Right. I don't take from that, Marlon. You know, because I haven't been in that situation, but I
heard the stories.
So right, but I put it like this. This is my statement. She gonna know my statement. The old guy, you know, I was raised by a lot of older guys, and they were my daddies, and the guy he said, soon as you get over that woman messing over you, you have succeeded in life. That means you can keep walking. Yeah. That's my statement on that, and that's what I have done.
His statistics is that it was more white women than black women. Right. He said, "Oh my God."
I hear you on that one, but you know, this is the Jen and Tony show. All women to me is, you know, equal. But I hear you. Trust me, I hear you on that. But all men and all women, we all have we
all have the ability to keep our legs closed.
Yeah, right. You know, so and we, you know, of course, and I don't know when you went, what age or whatever, but you know, we grow up too, and that come back to number 5.
A lot of it got to do with immaturity.
Yeah, but
if you're not grown up in yourself, you can't expect that person to do nothing but be childish.
And just like the book that I have and I'm writing, you know, you have to conquer you. Know thyself. Once you know thyself, it's like you've been in a relationship, right?
It's like 1985 to 1990.
That's what I'm saying. And that was.
And I just showed you a video about that in the 1990s where the women was just out there.
Right, and it's like in the book, I basically got know thyself. So it's like you've been in a relationship, you have broke up, you know how it go. So when you keep that, if you don't want to go through all the 20, 30 steps or whatever it is to keep this individual, then you're gonna have to, you already have you can go back to that. I gotta go back through this. You see what I'm saying? Move here, move there. And that was one of our subjects.
Right.
I didn't even put that one down here. That one was and I'm gonna get back to the subject, y'all, but it was who house should you move into?
Yeah.
How we stated it. Which let's jump on that right now. You need to write that down. We'll come back to this one in a minute, Mark. But this one was a real good one because today we just surfing on different subjects. Okay, you have a vice versa. The woman have a house, the man have a house. Y'all two living in two different houses because y'all just met.
Right.
Who house do you move into? Do you move with that woman or do that woman move with that man? Now, me and you already discussed what we would do based on keeping it in the family.
From the way it's supposed to be, the woman should go to the man because she's the woman. She's
now on that, right? And on that one, a woman would be better than a man because when she leaves that property, not that she have to give it up or sell it. She has to trust. Yeah, she has to not. Why you wouldn't sell it probably for a reason. Son, right? But I want to make sure that's clear. But a woman is better than a man in so many ways because y'all have to, in the heart, trust so much. Like, okay, I'm gonna come move with Tony. You got your house. You can always go back. But at the same time, you have to trust that individual is 100% with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I give to the women. So when just say I'm single, I'm single. If I ask, hey Jennifer, we've been dating 6 months, would you come move with me? I'm entrusting this woman. If she comes, number one, I'm giving you a whole bunch of gratitude. This is how Tony thinks. Because you leaving what you used to. Right. Every day, your bed, you could bring the bed, forget the bed. But the way your house set up, the way it looks. Right. You have to come to me. So you got to understand how I think. I'm telling y'all how Tony think. Basically is the book. You have to leave everything that you have and come over there. Not that I'm telling you, hey, Jumper, don't leave your socks. That's petty. But you have to leave.
Right. Like I was a 6 o'clock in the morning blasting music type of person. Tony liked to get his sleep. That had to be changed. Now I blast music because I had to get up at 4 in the morning. So that helped me get through my day at work. But he couldn't have that. Not that he couldn't have, but he was used to, my peace in the morning.
I'm more like real quick. I'm more like I just told y'all, 9 o'clock. We could listen to music, we could watch a movie, mm-hmm. But it's that I don't know. When I go to sleep, I like to go to sleep and then come on out to sleep. Not be sleep and then get a full rest.
Right. That's like when I came to pick you up, I had the music blasted.
Right. That's one of my nutrients to stop from aging. Getting into like you would exercise to keep fit. Right. That's one of my nutrients, y'all. That's just one of not to worry too hard, and that's one of my nutrients, my minerals, my spiritual minerals that I use to stop from aging, stop from worrying is basically get a good sleep. You know what? Some days when I wake up, like I'll wake up and be like, Jennifer, what you cooking? You might go out there and be out there. I don't worry about it because I got that nutrients. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That total rest, that peace like that. All I need is 8.
When you're not here, I'm probably up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm up. But that's because when you are here, I don't know, the body heat, the warmth, I tend to just lay there.
Yeah,
and then it'll be like, you'll wake up and be like, Jennifer, it's 10:30 and you still laying here. I'm like, well, you got your bed
that's only
comfortable.
Yeah, I respect that, but that's only due to my work. Like for me getting out.
To get up comfortable.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with that, but it's just due to that like we talked about on the other show, that time flying. Like we sat here, y'all, real quick, and I'm gonna get back to the subject. And we was like, I say jump at 6:21. We gotta go on at 7. Well, it seemed like when we just got up, it was 6:58. Jennifer, we got 2-3 minutes left.
I walked outside. I came back in. It's 2 minutes.
Yes, it's time to go. 7 o'clock. Jen and Tony show. So like that, and I jump back on the subject, but yeah, it takes. I believe it takes a lot when that woman do that. But I would want that woman to come with me, you know, and I would ensure that woman. This is just me. I don't know what everybody else do, you know, but I hope you have a structured mindset. Me, I'm gonna say, hey, you know, we've been, you know, you had your house or apartment, whatever. You know, you can come stay with me. It ain't really to cut down on bills, you know, nothing like that. It's just basically
to be together.
Yeah. It's basically save your money. That's how I am. You keep yours. I just we need to start functioning together. You know, like that. You know,
like getting into each other's habits and stuff. Because you kind of keep your own habits when you separate. You know?
And the way we're gonna train kids, you know, how you gonna jump into a relationship and bam, get pregnant without knowing? Just say you can do it. You can do it. But I'm saying how I think we get into it. Bam, we got a baby. Now we don't know how the children or child, the children or child are gonna act. You can't, because you got two households. These over here didn't wash this. This one washed it. The boys cut the yards, but the girls didn't. You kind of see what I'm saying? Like that. So
that's kind of like my friend when she was chasing after this guy she really liked, you know, got a baby with him, but they were always separate. At some point they got an apartment together, and she came to me, you know, I told her she was crying about certain things in the relationship. She was like, I can't handle this. And I'm like, you chased this guy down for years, and now you trying to get rid of him. You should have found that out.
And I feel sorry for him because that's what I'm stating. So, you know.
Right. And that was his complaint, was you chased me, you know, and I gave you me, and now you can't handle me. And he was like, I don't understand. Yeah. He wasn't cheating. She just couldn't handle what he was giving out.
Right. And that's back to military, hard or easy. How will the boys grow up? You know, are you taking them? Is your significant other, because you know you got military men and women, are you taking them guys around Uncle Raymond, Uncle Ernest? Are you taking them around, you know, Grandma Maddie, Grandma Marie, Grandma, you know? That's how I would make it easy.
We knew a guy that had a girl in the military.
Yeah, right. And he took care of the kids. He
did take care of the kids.
I forgot about it. So we do have experience. You know, we're not just talking, we do have experience. So in that point, you can make it easy. So I'm starting to think now. I like this because I'm starting to think. How will I make it easy? Well, I'm gonna keep, say, David Jr. Hey, that would be, the kids would be Uncle Thomas, his brother.
Right.
Hey man, you know, mind if we come by over the weekend? If that's, you know, if you the woman and you doing that, and you keep them around family, you know, so it can get.
Yeah, I think if you hang more like if you had to go off somewhere, I probably would hang more around your mama or Nelwyn, you know, just somebody, Courtney, you know, like that, to keep me feeling like I'm close to you.
Right,
you know, if I separate and go hang with my mama and my sister and brother, it's more easier to. I don't know you no more. Almost like a mentally.
Yeah, I know the heart still gonna hurt. You know, now, because like I say, when my uncles all were gone to the military, you know, it hurt because I wanted to kind of, you know, see them that them Christmases that they didn't, you know.
Marlon say he'll have to meet up with you and tell you some stories because we don't have enough time on the show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, don't get us wrong, y'all. We basically haven't lived the life in depth like David.
Like we from the outside, like we hear other people's stories, and it's
well, you got your story and I got mine, but we don't have that deep. We got years, but not as me gone and you gone.
Right,
we got
like we don't feel it.
Relatives, like you know, I want to say relatives like uncles. Y'all have sisters and wives and kids like that, you know.
The longest you've been away from me is probably 2 weeks. That's about the longest.
Right. So, you know,
and I treated that like a year.
Yeah, and I'm stating how I would think it would be easy based on not having these, because I really can't step into the military person, you know, life like that.
Like when you left, I had a full schedule. Like the kids probably didn't even see me as much because I was always in the yard. You know, I come in to cook food, and most of the times I was making them cook. But I was teaching them, hey, this is how you cook.
Yeah, but look, that puts it hard on them Well, you saying you was teaching them, but that's
right.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I was teaching them how to cook. I was teaching them how to fold the clothes, put the clothes up, sweep the house, stuff like that.
Right.
And then when they kind of caught on to the system, I was outside doing the yard, taking care of the yard. I didn't come in the house until late because we had chickens and all kind of animals. So I didn't come back in the house until later on.
Yeah, so that's goats, a stress. Yeah, that's a stress because you had to double up your duties. So that's not easy. That was hard. So right. I'm leaning back. It's hard. What it's actually gonna be
still
hard.
In the process of getting our septic tank and all that stuff like that. We had extra work on top of work on top of work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead and see what Marlon said.
He say, so I can get you a better picture of the military. It's not bad. It's just doing in the military at 17 from a young person's view of all the people when you've been talked to have the ultimate respect for your elders.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, we had Reggie.
Right?
Ain't Dottie.
Reggie was what, the Marines?
He was Marines, and that's Marlon cousin. And Reggie would be gone. It was like, okay, Dottie would speak on this person in the early day. Then all of a sudden, this person gone. It's like, okay, so me and Dottie would do things, ain't Dottie, we would do things. Reggie called. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about him. Like that. So you don't see that relationship. Right. You see what I'm saying? But luckily they've been married a whole bunch of years. They still together like that. So they made it. We got one statistic of good, and I think Marlon is also. That's two.
Right. He got his wife.
Yeah. So
I love how Reggie is so. I don't know what you call it. He's so orderly. I mean, right. I don't know. It's like you can't throw him off his game.
Right. He did say that's one thing because I was gonna go. He talked me out of it. He said no. If you do these, he gave me a list. He said if you do these couple of things, Tony, it teach you discipline. He said you kind of there already. He said if you fix these, then you won't have to. You won't have to go. And who else we know in the military that made it? You still got Lil Ronald and his woman, and who else?
Uncle Ronald. We don't really know any stories about.
I know Uncle Ronald's story.
You know his
stories?
I know. I don't know too many. He told me more of when he was actually at war with the bullets flying and everything. But I don't know about his marital life type.
And I don't know really Uncle Junior. That's why I used to always want him home. Right. Just on them Christmas because he would always come home on Christmas if he made it. But that's what I would like to hear all the story. So. Yeah, that'll take care of military. So, my thumbs go to hard. I'm going over here. I got hard over here and easy over here. It's hard. And I think you can make it easy, but that time, 3 years. Cause I look at Facebook. I see the little kids be at school going hug their dad. So, I'm aware of what goes on.
Right. And like with my uncle was married to a German lady, and my family wasn't too happy. I don't know about all of my family, but some of the family members wasn't too happy about it because when he passed away, that was pretty much it. And I think I asked my mama about that not too long ago. She said she found another military man, so that kind of makes it look bad, like she just was with him until they passed.
Right, that's crazy. Marlon said, "Well, I was married in the military and I got divorced before I got out of the military. I believe." Like I say, that happened, and it's just my opinion. There was someone out there for you. Right. That's the only way I can state that. Whether you like that person, had a child, family with that person, I believe you kind of probably happy where you at.
So Marlon been married for 26 years now.
Yeah, see that?
In August.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There was someone out there for you, and being 17 is kind of young. You kind of just almost just jumped off the thing now. I was married 12 and it was young, so I can't say it won't work alone. I can't put that statistic because we got Becky Baldwin and Les Baldwin, my sister and brother-in-law. I think it was 30 years. You see what I'm saying? And she was about more than age. So we can't put I don't want to put no 50-50 in this. It work.
And
Some
my
people,
parents, my mama married my daddy at 17.
But we saying military.
Oh well, he's not military.
Yeah. But that is a good point.
It's possible.
Yeah.
That those young relationships can go long periods of time. And my aunt Helen got married real young too.
Yeah. So and I don't want to say married as in we got this paper. We talking about a union between two people that was successfully guided for years. That's how I'm gonna say that one right there. Because the paper not gonna make me, change no thought about you. It's not gonna do it. That's between me and you. My like I say when
Marlon was saying it was because he didn't wait on God. The person.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The growth part. I don't want to go touch on that, but that's the growth part of it.
Right. Now I did that. Like a lot of I tried to rush relationships. Like my parents, my mom been with my daddy since she was 17. I'm gonna go do the same thing. It didn't happen.
But that goes back over here to the military. If that daddy's not there, the kids are not seeing mama in a structured relationship.
Right.
So it's hard. It's gonna be everything gonna go David Jr. Because I know you say you're gonna watch like everything gonna fall on the hard. Even though some good can come out of it, everybody can get together later on in life. But you still like we interviewed Stave. Stave say he would give up everything. He missed all of those times with us. He said, man, y'all get to go to all the parties. Y'all have a choice to go to all the parties. And he didn't. He had to be out of town.
I can't stress enough that that's probably my biggest thing that I can't get over with my uncle, is that we could have had so many more memories if he didn't have to go to the military. And he got sick in the military.
Yep.
So, and the last time I seen him, he was dying.
Yeah, so
in the hospital.
That's the money. That's the money
died in front of my face.
So that's how we cherish our richness. Without currency, without gold, silver, dollars, whatever you want, diamond. We do it with time. So, like I said, at 9:00 when I'm ready to get over there, I want my income. That means time. That means precious times like that. So that person can be rich.
All right, so I'll have my duties.
Right,
done
that person will be
o'clock.
rich in all of the ways, because y'all heard it from somebody else, and we're gonna put some more people on here that'll tell you that dollars can't replace, the jewels.
Right.
The jewels is time. It's time. All the precious metals and stuff can't replace those times. That's the real currency of the world, is those times. Because when you go, let me explain. And it's kind of like in the book. When you go to a funeral, what do? When after you did the funeral, or even when you're sitting in the funeral, what you thinking about?
I'm thinking about, well, you know me, I already told you, when we go to funerals, I'm thinking about the people that's coming to the funeral. Like, man, I haven't seen them in years.
No, we talking about the person laying there in that casket. What are you thinking? If you looked at the person, if you had to think, what you thinking?
All the funerals I go to, I don't really think.
No, if you looking, I'm not stating it right, so I'm trying to get you to get the picture. That person in there, not gonna move. What are you thinking about?
Like when my daddy died and we went to his funeral and I had to walk up there, I was like, man, so many memories and things I wanted to do and didn't do.
Even the things that you do. Like I say in the book, basically, if you go to a funeral, you're going to sit there and think about the good things or the bad. Then you turn around and you go to the, what it's called when you go eat? What that's with your aim? When you go to eat the food, I forgot what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
When you go to that, y'all talking about the times you had with the person. Now, some people out there, I got to do another disclaimer. He owed me $5. Hey, I ain't taking that. But that's not the thing, and that takes us back to number 5. The way that you look at a person, change it. Even if the person did a certain thing to you, change it. Say, hey, man, you know what? Let's start over. Give that person another opportunity. Somebody be the bigger person and say, hey, you know what? My name's Tony. My name's such. Even if you know that person, give them an opportunity to look at you different, or you look at them different. And you can make a positive change with that.
I mean, I don't know. I just, I honestly didn't have any thoughts about about my dad. Nothing like that at the funeral. It was more of seeing people that I haven't.
Yeah,
seen.
maybe not at the funeral, but see, I stay with you. So when we on the road, my dad used to do, it's gonna come.
Like those, the memories.
But it's gonna come, and that's the dollars you gonna been and spent or bought something from it. You see what I'm saying? And it turns into energy. Okay, yeah, he left me this, and I got the house, but you got your own house. So right. The memories is the value. That is the value.
I guess that might be the issue with the other subject that he was asking about. How do you feel about when your spouse takes a girl's trip or a guy's trip?
Mm-hmm.
I think they want the time and the memories, but they don't really think about it until that person is gone. And then it's like, man, we could have been watching a movie, but you could have watched the movie yesterday.
That's just like
or a movie before they left.
They got a cruise coming. I don't have my license. Everything got burnt in the house, and I'm trying to get there. But they got a cruise coming January. It's a family cruise. So if I'm not ready, I'm not gonna trip on you going out on that. That's
But to me, that's not like a girl's trip. That's a family trip. It's
but
everybody gonna go to their room, and I'm gonna go to my room and look at my pillow. I can't even.
But it's still, I'm just trying to relate to it in the only way I can. Is how you feel about your spouse taking a girl's trip or guy's trip? What if it's nothing but my sister, mama, nieces or whatever? No guys. It's still a girl trip.
Yeah.
I don't want to be so specific. A girl is a girl, a guy is a guy. So it's still going to be a girl's trip. I have no problem with you going on a girl's trip, whether it's family related. If I'm not going to make this trip in January on that cruise and I can send y'all, I'm sending y'all on that cruise. Now, ain't no internet, far as just your regular person.
Right. I think that would be my biggest issue. It's like at a club, I can still text you. It would be a little weird when I get to the room and I can't talk to you.
Yeah, right. Laying down, whatever. But I'm not gonna. I don't have a problem with any woman taking a girl's trip. When you and Monique them used to go out, I was like, here, pay for Monique food. Here, just keep some money. If she, whatever y'all did, and that was me, and it gave me time to really get some stuff done. Like, if I have to help you do something through that week and I know you're going to be gone, I'm going to try to knock out a lot of stuff and make it easier for when y'all come home. I have no problem with a woman taking
I think that's what it is, though. It's like you don't realize nobody's too important to you till they actually leave. Mm-hmm. And I think that's
so think about it. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Because now you can value. It's like if you go get locked up.
I don't want nobody pushing up on my man
but
while he out.
Look, if you gone say I went out there, we some kind of way I went to jail. That's when you sitting in there, you're gonna reflect on now I shouldn't even bother her about that song. That's not even important. So allowing that person to freely go on a trip, and I don't know how this one came, if it was good or bad, if it's jealousy or what involved in what you think about taking, this spouse.
That's what jealousy is when you don't want nobody else to have what you consider to be your possession, your man or your woman. So I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but I the time gone. I'm picturing myself. This is what I'm trying to get out. I'm picturing myself. You go on that trip, 7-day cruise. I'm thinking about the little things. Say I go over here and I waste a bottle of water. You know what? Don't even get mad at them no more. You did it, Tom. You see what I'm saying? So you get to reflect. I think when you allow people to go, you start to reflect on things that you understand wasn't even no big deal. Oh, you broke my glass cup. This cup could be rebought again. That person, that personality, kid, adult, it can't be bought. That's why it goes back to number 5. Change the way you look at people. Change the way you look at people. Now they do you dirty, they did you dirty.
Right.
Now we reset that with people. People done us a certain way, we reset that. Right. So okay, you know what? This year we're gonna look at that person different. And we know there's a possibility for that person to reset. We did it today. Right. We did a reset on somebody. Because I seen you vibing like I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? Right. That person did us dirty, but then that person turned around and rescued us.
Right.
So I have to reset that person again.
Right.
And I done that.
Because I mean, we never kick anybody out of our life. We just distance ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if that person was to get hurt or something, we still gonna be there. And even after all that, I can't believe they did us like this. What happened? We gone.
Yeah. So we reset people. You know, we always we will move back, but then at the same token, we don't never know who gonna rescue us. So, right. You know, we reset people.
I don't burn bridges.
Yeah, we'll reset people. And, you know, that's the whole thing, I guess, today we can get out of it. If somebody done you a certain way, move back,
just reset. Put caution tape up, because you can just remove that.
It. Yeah, reset yourself. Reset it and give that person another opportunity. Because like Marlon said, in the military, he was 17 years old. They kind of did it fast and didn't have the actual maturity to deal with certain things. And if
he believed he wasn't mature, then he really can't just say that other person was mature, you know, because we don't really know what happened.
What it is. Yeah. You don't know what maturity is.
Both people can, you know, fall off because they wasn't ready.
Yeah. So that's basically our motto, y'all. Is you know, for the month of the rest of this month in the month of April is to reset the way you see people. Reset it. Just give them an opportunity. Whether you was wrong or they was wrong, try your best to reset it. Don't worry about who hurt who. Just reset it and
be the better person.
Yeah, and see how that change will come, you know, and y'all let us know how that work. You know, definitely hit us up if that worked for y'all, because that's basically why we do the show, to see if things change and for us to learn with y'all and y'all learn for us. So I think I'm gonna keep that motto. You know, reset. Just, you know, reset the way you look at people. But I do got some parts in the book like that too, though. But the one at the funeral, I definitely got in there. You know, about, you know, the memories, value. What's real value? Is you living in the world of the world. I do have that in there, the values, you know. So, you know, we want to thank y'all for coming and taking y'all time out and watching the show. And, you know, we'll figure out another subject. Y'all got a subject, and if y'all want to call in next Sunday, you know, we'll put the number up there and y'all can call in, you know. Peace.